every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over, and the Irish going to be ready today.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They want to run this quarterback, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
That's caught. It's Flanagan. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Carr above the noise. A little screen to the running back. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Again, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rodney and fielding Yo Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe clip now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Carr from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. inside. It's Marshall. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Finds us back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Underwood. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Offense changing the play. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He's got him this time. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's 2nd and long. C.J. Carr firing again. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. To the ground to try to move the chains. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quickly out to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Williams. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of
27, this offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the right. Along the right sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Finds the tight end. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. There's a crease. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He wants to throw it. Working that left side now. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The RPO, it's complete. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, what a move. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He'll do it himself. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Play action. Carr. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Running inside. It's Williams. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. It's complete. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Underwood. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. He's got it. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Again, it's Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Porter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Michigan-Notre Dame rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season, and of course his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the fight between Michigan and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Marcus Freeman at the half. He said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting the second half on offense, he said, if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Carr. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on third down, Carr makes the catch. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. It's a fumble. Finding some room. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate in the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just a poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out, playing with fire and playing with energy.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Newman, Copper. Icy, Hawkeye.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. With snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Not able to hook up here, incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. They cross midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. The run inside, it's Marshall. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Might as well stick with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. This feels like four-down territory, third and short from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Caught. On the move at the 30. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Here's Underwood to throw. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. In the red area, it's Marshall. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Ready? Kill. 776. Mustang. Win.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Underwood. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, but a good reason for it. It will be a defensive pass interference call. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! The short hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throwing, Carr, puts it out of the air.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Here's a heat. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Underwood. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a... They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to run, it's Young. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable...
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing. Underwood. On target. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Carr. Ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the counter play. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Tight end now in motion. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. A run for the quarterback. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Makes the grab. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout called on defense, 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. He wants to change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll move the wide receiver. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion.
There's some room. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.